Michelle Dale for virtualassistant-live.com and valive.tv. What I want to talk to you today is about when you finally realise that you are making the transition from being just a virtual assistant to becoming more of a sort of online business manager, an online partner. When I first started out in this industry, in this business, I was basically a virtual assistant. I was completely solo. I worked only with the skills that I personally knew how to do myself to the best of my ability, and that I was able to actually provide services on. So obviously I was working on my own. There was only myself that I could rely on in terms of providing services. So I literally just stuck to the things that I knew about, the things that I knew that I could do well. And over time, as I progressed, I got additional requests from clients wanting different things. So I basically found a way to offer those things, whether it be learning the skills myself, looking to other VAs to help me out, or looking to hire members of my team. And eventually now, everybody on my team is in-house. So everybody basically works for VMF, and we're a great team. We work really well together. We're highly effective. We're extremely efficient as a team. And this basically all happened over a period of time. Now, once you realise that you need to expand your team, you need to become a multi-VA team, you could consider yourself at that point, yes, I'm an online business manager, because you are managing your own team. But when I started hiring VAs and other people, other service providers to join my team, it really didn't feel like I was an online business manager. It felt still like I was a VA, and I was just, bringing people on board to help me in my VA practice. So when was the moment that I thought to myself, I'm an online business manager? Because it comes to everybody. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because I think being an online business manager is so much more than what people are saying it is. It's not just about being a really good project manager. It's not just about being, a really good boss or someone who is able to manage a team of people and coordinate different projects and tasks and assignments. The day that I realised I was a good online business manager, and I really made it with a client, is when clients started telling me about their business more. They started updating me about information, about things that they were doing, about how their business was affecting their life. In some ways, it was more like becoming a kind of someone to talk to who wasn't, directly related to you, or, a friend or a colleague or a husband or a wife or any of those people. It was like someone that you can go to when you need to discuss business and you need a completely impartial opinion, or you just want to vent and you want to tell someone what you're thinking, what your thoughts are. You need an opinion. And the time that I realised that I'd actually really made it as an online business manager or consultant is when people started coming to me and asking me what they thought I would do in their position. What would I best advise them on what they can do, that type of thing. And not only that, people would come and tell me things that were happening in their life, personal circumstances, ideas that they had for projects, not necessarily anything relating to what we were doing at that time for them, the task in hand or the services that we were providing at the time. It was kind of like, I'm thinking about doing this in the future. Is it plausible? Is it feasible? Could you help me with this? How do you see it coming together? How are we able to work together with this idea that I've had? And it's a fantastic, amazing feeling when you have that from a client, and going from somebody who was basically processing admin, processing tasks, starting out to then working with a team, to bringing people on board, to helping me. So I could then basically realize my own dream of having a really successful business And then to have other people, particularly clients, of course, coming to you, realizing that you have a successful business and wondering how possibly you could help them gain the same success. It's an amazing, amazing feeling. And this is when I realized at that point, when I started getting people contacting me basically for my opinion and, you know, seeing if working together was possible, that's when I realized that I'd made that transition from a virtual assistant. And I think, you know, when you're looking to decide for yourself whether you're going to be just or call yourself a virtual assistant or a consultant or an online business manager, think about your relationships with your clients first and foremost. Think about how they respond to you, what they ask of you. Is it virtual assistant stuff, or is it a little bit more than that? Have you actually now made that transition from going from somebody who is generally sort of a reactive person who generally sort of processes tasks but, you know, gives your opinion? And it's always good to be both. It's always good to be both proactive and reactive, because at the end of the day, even if you're proactive and you say to your client, okay, thank you for the task. Of course, I'm happy to do it for you, but there is a better way. There is another way of doing this, you know, and they come back to you and say, no, absolutely, I thought this through. I want to do it my way. Then, you know, as a service provider, you're still, if you want to, of course, you should still meet the client's requirements. But as long as you've told them that there is an alternative and you think that something is better. As an online business manager and as a consultant, I am very, very happy and very pleased when clients come to me and basically randomly tell me about things that are on their mind, things that they're doing in their own life that could affect their business. And to me, that's more of, you know, that's a real entrepreneurial trait, is to, you know, go to the person who you see as your, you know, the other side of your business, as a big part of your business. And when I realize with my clients the point where I'm actually a really essential part of their business and a really key element into their business, that's when I think to myself, God, this is really all worthwhile. This is why I've been doing it for as long as I have, because it's just an amazing feeling that someone has put their trust in you and their faith in you, that you're really going to sort of come good for them and give the absolute best and honest advice, and reliable advice that you can. So in my mind's eye, that's what an online business manager, an online business consultant is. It's when your client will actually come to you and on a more sort of personal level and say, look, this is what I'm doing in my business. What do you think? What would you do? How can we work together on this? That's really what you're looking for. And I think that is really when you can say that you're making the transition from virtual assistant to something so much more, when your clients are basically coming to you on a personal level to share their information, their thoughts, their ideas, you know, randomly, just to get an impartial opinion and see what you think. So anyway, that's it from me, and I'll see you on the next video.